Here are the top 5 reasons why you might want to consider selling your home now versus later. So first of all, let's talk about market demand. So currently in South Florida, we have a huge amount of demand, very low supply levels in terms of inventory. There's not a lot of homes on the market and they seem to continue to be declining. For sellers, that's actually a huge positive because it essentially pushes the price up, which has been happening across South Florida, across most of the neighborhoods. So this may be the time for you to sell. The market's pretty strong and you're probably going to get a pretty good price on your home, probably higher than average in most cases. So if the market is right, this might be the right time for you to sell. Something to consider. Upgrading or downsizing? That is the question. So if you've gone through a family change in recent history, it might be time to either upgrade or downsize. If you've been living in a large home and you have the unfortunate thing of a loss in the family, your home may actually be a little bit too large for you to handle. I know that I have personally been in that situation where I went through a divorce and the home was just simply too big for me. So I decided to sell it. So that would be a great reason to sell your home in order for you to get into a situation that would be much more manageable for you. Conversely, if you're growing your home, you're adding kids, you're raising children, or something has changed, you recently have a new partner in your life, it might be the right time to actually upgrade your home. So 2 things to consider in terms of what that would entail and if the right time is now. Relocation. So you might want to change in your life. A lot of people relocate because South Florida might not be the place for them any longer. They might have enjoyed it for many, many years and now they've decided to move to St. Pete, which happens a lot. West coast of Florida is kind of a big attraction for a lot of South Floridians to move to. Naples, Fort Myers, etc. And some people actually end up moving out of state. There are some people as well that actually need to relocate for a different job and a career change. So that's to be considered as well. There is always an option if you have a home here in South Florida and you're relocating to actually rent the home, but there's careful consideration that you need to take regarding that. Are you able to actually maintain and keep that up to date in terms of managing a tenant, managing your home? There are going to be repairs that will pop up over time. Do you have someone here locally that is actually able to manage that for you? If it becomes too tough, it might be the right time to sell and actually relocate and completely pull yourself out of the market. Financial considerations. So it might be the right time for you to sell if financially it makes the most sense for you. You could take that capital and equity that you've built in your home and do a lot of different things. There are some people that actually take that equity and actually invest it in the stock market or in bonds. Some people will take that money and actually purchase 2 homes, potentially an investment and a primary. So there's kind of different things that you can do with that equity. It's also a great opportunity if you've worked up some debt over the last couple years to actually take some of that equity and actually pay down your debt and clear that out. That would be a good option as well. And then lastly, I want to talk about changes in lifestyle. So if you've been living in a single family home, you know that it's a lot of responsibility. Repairs come up every couple of years, whether it's a roof, an air conditioner, a kitchen appliance, etc. And some people really like the care of living in a condo. Condo is a lot of less responsibility versus essentially a single family home. So it might be a right time for you to sell if you want to actually make that change and have less responsibility of a single family. There are some people that live in condos. I know that this happened to me, for example, where you're living in a condo and it just doesn't feel right. You really want to be in your own space. You want to have a backyard. You want to have maybe potentially more pets. And a single family home is going to make the most sense in that particular instance. So something to consider as well as you kind of make a change in lifestyle that you sell now versus later, because just it'll bring to the overall enjoyment enjoyment and happiness in your life. I hope you enjoyed my video. A lot needs to be considered when selling your home. Obviously, I take that very seriously. This might be the right time for you, and only you could determine that. I'm happy to talk to you through the different phases of actually selling your home. I've worked with many clients in terms of going through the actual steps of making a final decision to sell their home and if it's the right choice for them. I personally, as well, have gone through the experience of buying and selling homes from single family to condos, so I've experienced that as well, and hopefully I will be able to help you. My name is Hector Valdes. I'm a realtor here in South Florida, and if you have any questions about the market, buying or selling a home, feel free to reach out. Thank you.